Oh, we're getting there, fellas. So what you got to do is the same sort of gluey stuff like that, whether on the edge. Now, the trouble is, obviously, you could use a screwdriver because it's a flat edge, but it becomes too big too quickly. You need something that's very long, very flat, exactly like a scraper like that. Now, this is a scraper I used to use to get the tin's wings off, which is one where it's got a metal hand, you can whack it one. If you get one that's cheap, nasty, wants wood, it will just fall apart. If you do this, it will just absolutely knacker itself. This has got metal from here all the way through, so you can really give it some hammer. What you got to do is you whack it all the way through. The bottom edge here is pretty hopeless, it's rusty anyway, so it's not hard, but the bit around here is on like concrete, so it's taking quite a lot of bloom brute force, but we are slowly getting there, as you can see, with the scraper now popping through. But yeah, it feels almost like you're tapping it into absolute brick until suddenly you break the seal and it gets underneath it. So yeah, we're getting there. But something you have to bear in mind when you're doing a repair like this on bodywork, if the bodywork bit you're repairing's that big, it's the whole panel. Just leave it at that, because honestly, if you try and localise something, it will never stay that local, because either it will be a rust bubble and it will expand massively when you take all the crud off the top of it, or like this, you've got to get this part. We're only repairing probably there, but the whole panel's got to come off, and that means you're disturbing all this up here. So essentially, when I do the body work on this and have to respray this area, what I'd do is I would put a flip edge on that edge there probably, and then spray it up to that line, which therefore means you'd spray it, but you then have an edge where you could lose the sort of the colour join on, if that makes sense. Because otherwise, if you do it in the middle of a panel, then you'll be very easily able to see a clear definition between the two, which will just look blooming awful and annoy the hell out of you. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Bodywork, you never, whereas a mechanical item you can say do a ball joint and everything else is fine. On bodywork, if you do that bit there, you're doing the whole bit. So in terms of this area here, obviously it's all hidden anyway, so it makes it a heck of a lot easier, because you can just do whatever hell you want underneath it within reason. But say like it was this bit here, then you would you'd mask it on that edge there, or just to make life easier, you'd go all up to here, so you could do the whole panel, because you cannot do a localised bit with paint. It's just not, it just doesn't happen. So yeah, we're doing well. Just got to work out. I want to make it so tomorrow I've only got to come out and finish cleaning it up and then start offering new metal up, because yeah, this bit is time consuming. So yeah, I want to get this off today and then have some dinner, and then hopefully come out tomorrow, and then we can start cleaning up a bit with the wire wheel and grinder, establishing where we're going to cut, and then hopefully getting some bits made in paper template to then convert it into the car. And hopefully we've got enough welding gas left, because I don't know if I've got a regulator for the bottles you can buy at Alfred, so hoping my best with my fingers crossed on that one. So yeah, that's how we're getting so far.